Now, at its core, Error 83 is usually a verification problem. Your device tries to connect to Disney Plus, and Disney servers quickly check whether the connection looks normal, trusted, and consistent. A simple way to picture it is like sending a letter through the mail. Your device is the letter, and Disney servers act like a postal clerk checking the return address before accepting it. If the address looks incomplete, suspicious, routed strangely, or connected to a heavily flagged network, then the system rejects the delivery before the stream even starts. And that rejection is what becomes Error 83. And the frustrating part is that legitimate users get caught in those filters all the time, especially when browser data gets corrupted, DNS settings stop matching properly, or the connection is routed through low-quality shared networks. Because a surprising number of Disney Plus Error 83 problems are not actually caused by the app itself. They come from the way that your connection is routed to Disney servers. Most people still use the default DNS system provided by their internet company, and depending on the ISP, those routes can sometimes become slow, inconsistent, overloaded, or poorly optimized for streaming services. Think of DNS like the internet's address system. Every time Disney Plus opens, your device asks where it should send the request. And if those responses start looking inconsistent or delayed, streaming platforms can sometimes reject the session entirely. And that's why changing DNS fixes Error 83 more often than people would expect. Cloudflare DNS, which uses 1.1.1.1, is usually the first one I test because it's fast, reliable, and works well with most streaming platforms. This also makes a strong case for using a VPN with its own private DNS servers like NordVPN. Rather than depending on your ISP's default routing, NordVPN handles DNS traffic through its own private network, which can help reduce random streaming errors and connection issues like Error 83. And no, changing DNS does not hack Disney Plus or bypass subscriptions. It simply gives your device a cleaner and more reliable route to Disney servers instead of relying on your ISP's default routing. And honestly, for a lot of users, that alone is enough to fix Error 83. If you've never changed DNS settings before, don't worry, it is super simple. We've already made a full step-by-step DNS setup video, so check that out after this video if you want a full walkthrough. So at the end of the day, Error 83 usually comes down to connection consistency, or inconsistency. Once the device session, browser data, DNS routing, and streaming traffic all start behaving normally again, Disney Plus usually stops flagging the connection entirely. And that's why the fixes that work best are usually the ones that clean up the full chain together, not just endlessly refreshing the same broken session. If you're still running into Error 83 regularly, we've linked to the VPNs that we trust the most for streaming right now down in the description, including NordVPN, Surfshark, and ProtonVPN. We keep those links updated with the best available deals, and they're generally much more reliable for streaming than free VPNs or overloaded budget providers. Also, if you made it to the end of the video, comment watch and I'll give you a personal Disney Plus recommendation for what to stream next. But as always, thanks so much for watching. This has been VPN Mentor, and we'll see you in the next video.